Hello there, welcome to the studio. Today we're going to take a quick look at the best MPC plugin for your production. I'm doing this because I get asked a lot of times by my subscribers, what plugins am I using, what instruments am I using. They want to know if I've tried a particular instrument and what is my review on it. And then I go to check the list of the plugins I have. Aside from the free ones that actually came bundled with my device, I don't think I've actually bought up to 10. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think I've actually bought up to 10 of those packs. And the reason is simple. There are some certain skills that you need to have that if you have them, you might actually no longer need to be jumping after getting plugins, especially maybe synths and things like that. You can actually just make your own sound. Now, let me put it to you this way. Even we as content creators that are trying to give you tutorials and manuals on how to do things better on your device, we are also trying to be careful of the gear acquisition syndrome. I don't want to start buying, plugins that will just be attending to 1 out of 100 of my needs when I can get another plugin or a bundle that can give me maybe like 70% at least of the things I need to get done. So that is basically how I value or weigh what I'm supposed to pick up, which kind of plugin I am supposed to actually be using, and that is what it is. Now, coming back to that question of what plugin is the best plugin, my answer will be you are actually that plugin. Funny, right? Yeah, trust me, you are that plugin. There is no other plugin that is better than you as far as your device is concerned, because you are also plugged in. And the best plugin, as far as I'm concerned, is you, and it's all about how you're able to make proper use of any of these plugins. For example, I don't run around trying to get kicks, trying to get snare, trying to get maybe percussion, simply because the few I have a particular set of skills, so-called the sound design, and I can easily generate any other one from that. Just give me some oscillators, I can generate my kick, I can generate snare, I can generate hats, I can generate a clap from oscillators using the sound design methodology, which is the subtractive synthesis. And I can get all of those done using the same Akai MPC device or any other synthesizers out there. So if you have that skill, you will know that most of the things you're hearing, you can recreate. Why would I go and buy a police effect? That is the police siren effect, when I can actually design it. In less than 1 minute, I'll design that for you. Because I can use the oscillators and I can use all those things to basically pull together what I need. So that's just all I'm saying. In an attempt for you to keep buying and buying plugins, especially if it is because of sound, I will advise you take your time to work on yourself and be better at doing sound design. All right? That sound design skill is important for you, and once you are able to master that, you'll be able to actually create sounds that you need by yourself. And then if you see any sound that you do not like, that you already have, you can make it better. You have a short sound somewhere, you will know how to expand or extend it. You have a sound that does not really, maybe like it's too long, you can actually know how to silence it or probably cut it off. You can do a lot of things with sample if you understand the concept and the principle of sound design. That is basically what I'll just kind of like advise you. You, my friend, are the best plugin for your MPC device, and do not go around chasing or buying all those plugins because they're just sitting there on your device. It's a pity I can't say they're catching dust because they're softwares, but then are just being idle. You do just one of them, 2 of them, and then you leave it alone and you don't touch it anymore because you're looking for another one again. Maybe one of the influencers will entice you to quickly go and grab one, and you grab it, you realize that, I have no need for it, which is why I'll advise you, or even also, before you buy, try it. Click on that button to try it, activate it, get the trial. Try it out and know if you really need it or not, because I can assure you, you realize that you can do this, you can get some of these things done. And I will even tell you for a fact, there was a time I actually bought a plugin and I was looking for something particularly inside it, and after trying it out, I realized that no, this is not working. I had to contact Akai. You can do that. I had to contact Akai. Please, this plugin, I picked it up and it's not doing this and that. Even though every other thing is okay, but it's not doing this, and that's what I was expecting that this thing should be able to do. I don't need it anymore. And they were like, okay, fine, no problem. They couldn't take it back and refund me, but then they did a swap. So okay, fine. Which other plugins do you think you're interested in? So I just look around. I'm like, okay, Not that I'm really keen on getting any plugin per se right now, but then okay, I just saw one. Okay, this one, give it to me. I think it can do something. Except if it's a plugin that can do what you feel might take you a longer time to get done at that instance. And when I mean longer time, I mean it might require some higher level of technical skill. A good example, when you are talking about Flex Beat Player, that Flex Beat Player is a worthy plugin to purchase. Do you understand? You get that, you know that you don't really want to waste your time trying to probably add some effect on beats to probably chop it, scratch it or things like that. That is just a plugin on its own. Do you understand? But then when you're trying to buy beat pack, beat samples, just every time anybody talks about beat sample, you are going there to buy it. Beat pack, snares pack, and this one. When you can use one snare by yourself to make about 10 or 20 or 30 different, types of snare. You can pick up a clap and make different variants of that same clap if you understand the concept of sound design, which is actually not difficult. I can assure you it's not difficult. All you just need to do is lay your hands on a couple of tutorials or manuals that can actually help you to understand how the sound design works, especially using maybe something as basic as the subtractive synthesis. We actually touched upon it a little bit in our advanced course on Akai MPC workflow on Udemy. You can take a look at it, but in detail, deep dive down, you can pick up any sound design course and basically get good at it. It will help you a lot as a producer who wants to save money and refrain from buying plugins every time it comes out. So you're buying a synthesizer every time it comes out, but you have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 synthesizers. All of those things you can create them if you are good with sound design. You can create all those things, you can create all those sounds. If it's wobble effect, you can add wobble effects, you can do the switch effect, you can create all those things if you have a knowledge of sound design. So my advice for you are the best MPC plugin out there, and simply try to work on yourself, improve on your skill, and then you realize that you don't need much of those other plugins as you might have depended on them. That'll be all for now. Save your money. We'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.